What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Thrift Shop. My name is Chris and you're watching The Thrifty Musician. In my first video I told you guys that I had gotten a guitar from Amazon that I wanted to do a review with for you guys. It's not an unboxing. I was too eager to get a hold of it and try it out and give it some time and play it and see how it holds up. But I've seen a couple videos already of people reviewing this guitar. It's an Amazon guitar. The company is Redid or Redid, and it is the RD-100. It is a semi-hollow body jazz guitar is what they class it as. Pretty comparable to like a 335 style, I believe. I have had it probably close to a week now, a little over a week, and I had a chance to use it live, and I was pretty surprised by it. They come in three colors. It comes in a brown, it comes in an orange, and it comes in a green. The brown is kind of more like a maroon looking color. The green is kind of that 1950s kind of hot rod mint green, and then the orange is kind of like a burnt orange almost. So I'll go ahead and grab it and show it, and I'll kind of talk through some of the stuff. And here it is. So this is we'll start with the headstock, the Redid or Redid, or however they pronounce it. It is the RD-100. I'll tell you that the headstock, it's not the most plain I've seen. It's not the most fancy. The name there is, kind of got a little script to it, which is kind of okay. I do like their little emblem here in the middle. I think that looks kind of cool. And it looks all like it's just maybe silk screened on there or something like that. And then the truss rod cover has got like a very basic text to it, and says the name, and right underneath there it does say RD-100, so you know the model. The tuners are probably the worst part about this guitar, and they're not terrible. They are just very cheap, unbranded tuners. There is a little bit of slack in them when you first go to tune, but once the gear is engaged, it moves pretty smoothly, and it does hold tune really well. And we'll go on to the neck. The neck, the nut, it is definitely a plastic nut. It's an inexpensive one, but it holds and it does its job. The neck, I believe it said that it is a maple neck and rosewood fingerboard. The inlays, it doesn't exactly say if it is mother of pearl or if it's just a imitation mother of pearl. It doesn't say anything about the inlays. They're not quite box inlays. They're kind of like a rounded box inlay. I think they look nice. They make the guitar kind of look kind of sharp. I mean, for what it is. We have got binding on the neck, and it has little fret markers, and we have got binding on the front and back of the body. When I pulled this thing out of the box, I was actually very surprised at how well the binding was. I mean, I looked this thing over and looked this thing over. I don't see any gaps in the binding. I don't see any filler. I don't see really a whole lot of anything that's really bad with any of the binding. Um, it is a set neck, which I think is really cool. Um, at this price point, that being a set neck and the whole neck pocket um, all the way around um, looks really good. It looks like it was placed in there really well. It looks like it was routed and made to actually really fit. Um, the body, it says both maple and basswood, and what I'm hoping is that it's a maple top and a maple back, and then basswood sides. Again, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Some of their descriptions on the website are kind of vague. The pickups, we have got two humbucker pickups. They're, at least in this one, they're put in there pretty well. They aren't flopping around. They're not, whatever. They got decent little plastic pickup rings that fit very, very nice. I've had Les Pauls come from Epiphone that have they look warped and just kind of janky. It has got a 3-ply pick guard, so it's black plastic, the white, and then black again. Again, I'm not a huge fan of pick guards on guitars, but I thought that this one fit really well. I did. I was just like, that looks pretty good. So I would keep that. Let's see. Stop tailpiece with a Tunomatic bridge. Again, probably on the cheaper side, but it does its job. It holds tune really well. Really, really, really surprised at how well this thing holds tune. Like I said, I played it at church this weekend, and it sounded really good in the mix, and again, it did. It held tune really well. It's got 2 F-holes, which it is binding inside the fret hole, or inside the F-holes. The only thing that I'd noticed that was kind of really anything that I hear people complain about was there's buffing compound inside the F-holes. If that's the worst thing about a guitar, you're doing really, really, really good. This I have it has 2 volume knobs, 2 tone knobs, each one controlling its own pickup. 3-way switch, which sounds like and feels like it's a really good quality. The pots are very smooth. They're not noisy. Sometimes they can be a little gritty. But yeah, they feel really nice. It's smooth. Again, these are pretty new, so, and I've only seen a couple reviews, so maybe we got a good batch, or maybe they have just decent quality. So we'll see. It's going to be one of those that time's going to tell. Something else too. These frets, they aren't super polished or anything, but they're not gritty either. You bend and you don't hear that like sand kind of sound. They're pretty nice. They're dressed pretty well. I will probably go over and touch up like these lower frets. a little bit, just because they're not sharp, but you can feel them. And I'm going to blame that on being in Ohio and it being like 30 something degrees and snowing. So I'm going to blame that. I've gotten other guitars that are brand new that they've been worse. I had gotten a Squire Strat that, I mean, I had to spend really almost like a couple of days just dressing them and going over those frets to make sure that they weren't sharp. But it's one of those things at a budget. I don't think you're gonna really miss out on doing a little bit of fret work or something like that. Still very good, guitars. This thing is amazing because it comes at a price point of $159. When I purchased this one, the green one was $10 more, but it has now since come down and they are all at $159. So if you have Amazon Prime, you might be able to save a little bit on your shipping or whatever. I believe with tax it came to like $168 and some change. So very, very, very good deal. I'm not sure if you guys can see that the paint, it's not a paint, it's actually a stain. It is a transparent orange. You can see some of the wood grain through here. It's not the most beautiful, grainiest guitar out there, but you definitely see the wood grain in it, and it's nice. I like that. There's not a whole lot of whatever going on in any of the finish. There's no runs, there's no drips, there's no warps or anything like that. It's got a nice carved top and carved bottom or back. Again, this thing is surprisingly nice. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do just a little bit of playing to let you guys hear how it sounds. I'm going to start at the bridge pickup, and then I'll go to the middle pickup and then to the neck pickup. So we're going to start at the bridge. Now the middle. Now to the neck. The other thing too that really surprised me is it's got really good sustain for being cheaper bridge and cheap nut, but it has a really, really, really good sustain to it, and the sound even with it off off of an amp is pretty decent. It's a neck pickup. We'll go to the middle pickup. And we will go to the bridge pickup now. like is that you can hear a difference in the three positions, and I've seen some where tonally there's not a whole lot of difference. So this thing sounds pretty decent with a little bit of grit on it. So I'll go ahead and I'll adjust my amp. I'm playing through a Crate V18 all tube amp, and I will go adjust the gain on that, and let you guys hear it with a little bit of dirt. And I'm going to take it about halfway up on the gain. There we go. That was the middle position. We're going to go to the bridge position. Now up to the neck position. Yeah, and there's that sustain, you know, it's just holding on, so. The bridge position. We go to the middle position now. And then the neck position. So yeah, there's that. Hopefully you guys like what you see. Hopefully you like also what you hear. This thing, again, through Amazon, $159 is, I think, really, really, really good. Again, the tuners I would end up changing pretty quickly, and then same thing with the nut, but they do their job, and at $159 I don't think we can ask for much more. Again, the finish looks really nice, the frets feel really nice, the neck feels really good. It just really seems like a good quality guitar for the price range. I think some of these bigger companies need to watch out, man. We're living in an age, I think, right now where we're getting super good quality guitars at really affordable prices. So I thank you all for tuning in and watching. You know, if you like what you see, please hit that like button. Please subscribe, and share with another musician friend or somebody looking to get into music, and help this community grow. But until next time, I love you guys. Be kind to one another, and peace.